Vigil was originally inspired by the deaths of people that I knew. And the issue is that they all died within a few months of each other. And I was too broke to afford to travel to where they were having their funerals because I'd lived in a different city. And I was a brand new father who just had a baby. And I really wanted to go to those funerals because those people I knew meant a lot. And unfortunately, again, it's just the situation, the time that I was in. I honestly just couldn't afford to travel at that period of time. And these people were Carla Sneaks, who is one of my friend's mums, and she had died when she went on a trip to the Netherlands. By all means, it was just sudden, and no one knew. And it was just crazy to be hearing this from my friend. Daniel Drummond, a guy that I grew up playing soccer with pretty much my whole life as a youth, and going into university and college, and into men's soccer programs. And I knew him since we were about 12, 13 years old. And he had died because he needed a new liver. And so he had a transplant, a second transplant, and it was unsuccessful. But he left behind 2 kids, a wife. It was very sad to see him go. Darren Quilloy, man, Darren was a beautiful soul. He's a very emotional guy, but is a guy I grew up with, going to junior high and high school with. He was always so full of life and energy. Like when he walked into a room, you could hear him. And it's just so sad. He tried to take his own life by hanging himself and committing suicide. And the ambulance had arrived on scene, and they were able to keep the heart going, and his parents kept him alive for years and years and years, about 5 years on life support, all hoping that he'd wake up from a coma. And he was never able to recover and wake up, so they finally pulled the plug. And lastly, Mr. Kirby, my friend's dad. He had died at Pearson at Pearson Airport. And it was sad to see him go. It was kind of self-induced. He did have a tiny problem with alcohol, and it seemed to have triggered the death at the airport for him. Outside of that, he's a very nice person. I remember sitting down with him and having some laughs and just talking about life. Talking about his 2 twin grandchildren that my friend just had prior to his death. But they didn't get to spend a lot of time with him, but they did make a huge impact on his life. And so for these 4 people is the reason why Vigil was created. Again, they all died within a matter of months of each other in 2023. And so I thought that there has to be a better way than me just being able to not afford to go to attend their funerals. And therefore, Vigil was created, a Candlelight Vigil service where you could attend from anywhere in the world and honor them. You don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to travel. You could just be there for them. Be there for those families. Say your goodbyes a proper way. And our mission for the company is to light up the world with empathy. We aim to make shining a light on others as easy as lighting a candle. We want it to be a place, a digital space on the web where people can visit anytime they want, 24/7, 365 days a year, and a place where they can honor their loved ones, people that they knew, people that they respected, and they can do it anytime they want, whether they were dead 10, 20, 30, 100 years ago. They can still honor that person by creating a Candlelight Vigil online, and it'll live on forever.